Hey guys, I'm going to talk about personal power. Since I have had to go through some trials and tribulations these past few weeks, and at times I lost my own personal power, and I let others control that power. So I think it's really important for people to accept themselves for all that they are. Just, I'm an Aries moon. So sometimes I say and do things on just basic fucking instinct that shit just flies out of my mouth or that reaction just comes out. I used to think that was a bad thing. I used to hate myself for some of the things I did. And you know what? I accept that in myself because, God or the universe or whatever our creator is would not have given me that if it didn't serve a purpose. Because I say the truth when it needs to be said. I say exactly what I'm thinking when it needs to be said. I am not going to cower in a corner, and I am not going to be afraid to stand up for myself or others when I'm being fucked with or when they're being fucked with. Because I'm the divine warrior, you know? Everyone on the spiritual path has their own purpose, and I am the fucking warrior. I am the one you do not want to fuck with, because I'll tell you exactly what's on my mind. So, you know what? I have to accept that about myself. I cannot feel like that is a bad thing. That I say and do things off of basic instincts, out of impulse, because maybe those things need to be said and done. That is my truth. So for anybody else, if you are ever feeling like a part of yourself is not acceptable, stop. Because you were made the way you were made for a reason. You do the things you do for a reason. Yes, there are things that we can work on. There are things that, do take work. I do work on a daily basis to think before acting, but the universe or God would not have given me this power to say exactly what is on my fucking mind if I was not meant to use it. I also have Mars in Scorpio, which is also a very powerful placement. And another thing, don't fuck with me. That is the energy I give off. If you fuck with me, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think. I'm not going to cower. If you might have noticed my posts as of late, some people fucked with me. So, I'll fuck right back. That's just me. I grew up in a home where all I took was abuse day after day for most of my life. And now I am a person that do not fuck with me, because I will not let you fuck with me. I will fuck with you right back, because I stand up for myself and I stand up for others. And you know what? If you have a part of yourself that, you don't like, work on it. Accept it. It is a part of you. You just have to focus that energy into doing good. There are negative aspects to me with my don't fuck with me kind of being, because that's just who I am. Don't fuck with me. And yes, that can come out in negative ways. So yes, I have to put my focus into putting that into good. So if you have an aspect of yourself that you think is, bad and you don't like it, focus it and channel it into something good. Look into the positives of having that. And so I'm looking at my cards. We all have feminine and masculine energies within us. They're not always in balance. And I think just like the earth and the moon go through cycles, so do we as human beings. We go through cycles where our feminine is at the forefront and taking over, and we're just acting on our compassion and love. And then there are times when our masculine is at the forefront and we're just fucking getting shit done, doing whatever. Don't fuck with me, which a lot of the time my masculine does like to go on the forefront. But they are cycles. We're not always going to be fully in one energy. We would all like to be balanced, but that's not how we work. That is not how we heal. We have to go off balance so that we can work on each aspect to heal it, to heal the wounds that were caused either earlier in life or later in life, or whatever wounds we have. They go off balance so that we can focus on each energy to heal it. And once we have done all of that healing work, we'll be more in balance. And I know for me, the moon definitely affects me. So I know, I'm pretty sure a lot of spiritual people, the moon affects you. So I'm sure you know what I'm saying. I think the feminine takes over during the full moon, for me anyways. But, I have had to be in my masculine energy most of my life. I have had to be on the defense. My life was constantly threatened. I've had guns to my head, knives to my throat. I've been beaten and choked out, and I have always had to protect myself. That is why I am the way I am. Because I had to learn, don't fuck with me, or I will fuck right back. That sounds bad, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Don't fuck with me. That is just who I am at my core. I will protect myself. I will speak my mind. So we all have aspects of ourselves that were created from circumstances, from growing up. And those are part of us. Do not be ashamed of who you are. I am not ever going to be ashamed that I speak my mind. I am never going to be ashamed of who I am because other people are telling me that I'm a horrible person because I speak my mind, or, I drag everybody down because sometimes I'm emotional and I seek support from people I think who are my friends. But they're not, because there are fakes. There are some pretty fucked up people in the spiritual community that pretend to be all high and mighty when all they do is tear you down. That's what happened to me, so I know. Do not let anybody tear you down for who you are. We are all individuals. We do need to be more at peace with who we are, with circumstances around us, with people around us. Yes, I understand that sometimes I go off the rails and I take things a little too far with my don't fuck with me persona, but we're all individuals. We all have a purpose. We all have these things in us for a reason. It's just we need to find a way to do it peacefully. Life is not always a battle. But for me, being a fucking spiritual warrior, that I am here to fight for my own rights, for the rights of others, for people to be who they are, for me to be who I am. I'm a fighter. That is my purpose. What is your purpose? We all have our own divine purpose. We just need to use our purposes to make a world of peace. And I know that's really hard to do. It's really hard for me to stop and think and let things go and not fight for my right to exist. But I'm learning. I am just like all of you. I am still fucking learning. I don't know everything. I am not all high and mighty. But I know, at least partially, what my purpose is. It is to fight for the rights of myself and for others, to exist, to have feelings, and to express those feelings, and not be attacked for them. Because there are people out there that will project their own issues onto you because your emotions triggered their darkness, and they don't want to see their darkness, so they will project that and blame you that it is your fault. It's not your fault. Your feelings are valid. Every feeling you have is valid. There is a reason you feel it. But what you really need to do is not let it fucking fully encompass you and take you over. You need to just feel it and release it. Don't cover it up. Don't avoid it. Feel it and release it. I know some individuals that cannot understand this concept, that in the spiritual community will preach that, anything negative is just bad and not to allow anything negative into your space because that'll just bring your high vibe down. No, that is bullshit. That is avoiding your shit. Do not listen to those people. You need to feel everything. I avoided feeling shit for years, and now all that shit is coming out of me. So, you're allowed to feel. You're allowed to be who you are. Do not ever let anybody put you down for being who you are and for having feelings and seeking comfort from others that you think are your friends. Because they're not your friends if they're going to put you down. And they're not your friends if they're going to attack you. And they are not your friends if they're going to consistently attack you, put you down, and make you feel like you do not matter. Find your fucking tribe. And I know that's really hard because they're few and far between. But when you need it, they will come. Because you know what? When I was going through shit, a couple people showed up and they were really, really fucking real friends. And they really helped me. So I hope this helps somebody. And be yourself. Accept yourself. There is nothing wrong with you. I love you all. Have a good day.